Hey, community, here's what's brewing today.
KeKe, the big boss. Oh.
What did the five fingers say to the face? Britney.
And songs of the summer. So get your cups ready for Minority Report.
I couldn't even say it. I didn't know Dewan gonna crack up.
Dewan's gonna be like, these bitches. Hey, welcome to Minority Report. It's Auntie Carell.
And it's Auntie Jarrell. Hey, y'all.
And it's just the Red Relle Show today.
It is the Relle and Relle. That's right. It sounds like I like Keenan and Kel, right?
Right.
It's just Relle and Relle.
Yeah. Auntie Dewan, she's on hiatus this week. And then Auntie Landon, Auntie Tequila Jarrell, everybody just booked and busy this summer. The summer just booked and busy.
Look, they said summertime.
Period.
Look, we in the streets.
I don't blame them. So you're just gonna get Relle and Relle today, some vodka, some Henny, and a side of shade, probably. Right.
We ain't got HR in the building today, y'all. So buckle up.
We can act up. And it's funny, and of course, Dewan ain't here, and I'm the one with Wi-Fi issues this week. I'm like, what's going on?
He said, I might not be here, but you can have these problems.
Here in spirit. Right. I know that is right. How you doing today, boo?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Crushing it at work. So, we on a high, we making moves at work. We doing big boss things, in the word of KeKe Palmer, big boss up in here. Okay. So we doing all right. And we getting ready for the family vacay in Jamaica next week. So by the time this come out, Auntie Henny will be in Jamaica with
with a glass of lemonade.
With 38 of my family members. Okay. 38 of us.
Lord. That's a lot.
We rolling deep.
That's a lot.
Deep.
38.
We got photo shoots planned and all sorts of things. We got white parties, silent parties, Jamaica themed photo shoots. Like
I'm not mad at it. And so how many days are you guys there? I forget how many days you said.
6 days, 5 nights.
Nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Almost a week.
That's gonna be fun.
It's about to be lit, and I love my family. Like this is the side of the family that everyone gets along, and we all KeKe and we all kick it. You know how, like at the family barbecues and kick out, y'all just be. That's gonna be us the whole entire time. We've been sending each other like TikTok videos and trends and stuff. Like there was this one talking about things Black people do unnecessarily in the pool, like swimming on the edge of the pool. Or for some reason, like doing little beats on the water, tornadoes in the water for no reason. I said, why this is about to be us in every pool in this resort?
Y'all about to overtake that resort. That resort don't even know it.
Look.
No idea. I'm here for it though. It's cool when you get along with your family. Because you just hear because luckily on both sides of my family, we all just get along, and like them. It's like I actually like my family. And that, seemingly, at least what I see on the interwebs or social media might not always be the case. But I'm like,
this is true.
Jesus, because I couldn't even imagine that.
We all know that everybody ain't for everybody, right? And, when you got a bunch of different people, there are going to be some heads that are going to clash.
For sure.
But it's nice when your differences don't outweigh the fact that at the end of the day, y'all family. And at the end of the day, I'm going to rock with you. I love you. When you have family that truly follows, the blood is thicker than water type mentality, right? Where it's not like selective family members that be like, I don't care about that person. No, we all collectively feel that way about each other. So I'm definitely blessed to have the family that I do because, man, some of these people, and often it's mostly with my right friends. When they be like, I don't know any of my cousins. I'm like, what you mean you don't know any of your cousins?
It's like, shit, we got about an extra 50 cousins that ain't even blood cousins, but they are
we got play cousins, okay? Look, we don't got enough that we had to go and get play cousins.
We had to go get some more.
Like 40 plus wasn't enough, right?
Right.
Like,
that is
for
like,
real. I never
so
imagined like that being my family. But
yeah.
it was interesting when I went camping with my white friends. We were doing this game called like the friendship test, and it was like, asking questions about, tell me about a time when you feel the most vulnerable, right? Or like,
Okay.
Tell me about your parents, how old they are and who are you most like, just the questions that you really don't ask friends, right?
Yeah.
But one of the questions that got me thinking about like, holidays, because a friend of mine was talking about how like his mom is starting to go more right, being more
Mm-hmm.
Republican and stuff like that, knowing well that her son is gay,
That
and
is
that the
so weird. You said
people
that. I
that
just had a
she's
friend just
voting
tell me that
for,
this weekend too.
and I'm just like, I don't have those conversations at home. I have to worry about that because often the people who are pro-black are also pro-gay, right? So I don't
Yeah.
have to worry about going home and having political reasons to divide me and my family. And those are really
Yeah.
tough conversations to have. Now, I told them, don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of homophobia in the black community,
Right.
right?
Right.
But when it comes to the politics and the lawmaking behind it,
Yeah.
that stuff that really makes a difference about who I am, it's great that my family is also that's under that same umbrella of people who are trying to protect those marginalized
Yeah.
communities. So I was
Yeah.
like, what is the holidays like for y'all? And some
Ooh,
people were
can
like,
you imagine Clarence Thomas's family though?
he with his wife.
Oh,
We know what family he going to see during the holiday.
you're right. You are right. The
Because
one with the raisins and the
everybody.
potato salad.
Because everybody in the family be like, look at this nigga, this
He ain't about it.
goddamn Uncle Tom
Kick that
looking
nigga
mother.
out.
They dragging his ass, and they gonna be like, but can I get $20?
That whole ass part. Oh my lord. Yeah, no, that is a true statement, and that's funny you say that because literally was sitting there, and I won't put names or anything like that, but was sitting there, and one of my friends, his, I'm trying to like not put it like so distinct to the person. One of his parents called, and that was literally he's like, oh, hold on, let me answer this because we just been having a lot of tough conversations, and the older they're getting, it's putting me in a spot that I don't like to be in. And I was like, that is interesting. That at least for one thing we ain't got to deal with. And that's some of y'all stuff. For the most
It's
part.
true though.
Obviously everything's not
It's true.
total,
Yeah.
but yeah, I hadn't even thought about that. I was like, damn, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad that this person was like, no, I'm having these conversations and saying, no, you wrong, because it could be easy just to be like, okay, that's my parental, person, and I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna hurry up, get off the phone, or I don't want to rub, or cause any, friction or anything in the relationship. So, oh
Yeah.
well,
I honestly
yeah,
couldn't imagine. I literally was just kind of like, damn, I never thought about that. Because I told him, I was like, the truth of the fact is, a lot of the political conversations I have are mostly with white people.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
and they were like, really? And I was like, yeah, because y'all have a privilege that we don't. So there are certain people like you can choose not to vote for because they still got at least a part of your best interest in
yeah,
mind, which is your white privilege, right? So I'm constantly having to have those conversations with white folks in the community and outside of the queer community about, politics than I am more so with black folks.
yeah,
Because if they vote for a Republican, they're not voting for themselves.
Right. Especially like in the last few generations. I would say there's probably been maybe moments in time where, and I don't know for presidential or whatever, but there might have been even more moments in time where you at least had more options to weigh, say, okay, maybe this, maybe that. Now it's gotten so siloed and so left versus right and things like that. There seemingly is no middle ground anymore. And no one's like talking about compromise and things like that. And so it's getting harder and harder. And yes, we had this conversation last week where it's just like, we're not saying that we're just wholeheartedly voting blindly for like a Democratic Party and things like that. But as far as we see right now, they lesser of the evil, it seemingly seems. So
I mean, the other table definitely ain't bringing nothing to the
so,
table, the other side. So as far as I'm
so it's
concerned,
wild. Ugh, Lord Jesus, but no, that's fun. I'm glad you guys are going to be able to go on those vacays, especially as we get older. It's crucial to keep those relationships going, especially maybe the older folks in the family and things like that to have those memories. So I'm happy for you,
Yeah,
boo.
yeah,
Can't wait to
sure.
hear the
Look,
stories.
and like we said in the group chat yesterday, we're gonna have to be in Europe next year as aunties,
For various reasons.
baby, baby,
For various
girl,
reasons. I know that's right.
girl. Let me tell you. And then going down to the track and field championships this past
How
weekend,
was that? To see it
honey,
in person.
it was a dream. It
Yeah.
was an absolute dream for someone who grew up in a track family, grew up running track and being
Yep.
competitive and having dreams and aspirations of making to that level and actually having the talent at one point in time to be at that level.
Yeah.
Just to finally get there and just even be in that facility was just amazing. It was
Was it
absolutely
hot?
amazing. It was not hot because
Okay.
my area, that the tickets that I had was 4 rows up from like the finish line. So when they were passing the finish line and they were running through,
Yeah.
I was right there. So you can see me in like
Nice.
a lot of the post interviews with the athletes.
Okay.
And the camera. So I'm like watching the replays on YouTube. I'm like, oh, bitch,
Like,
there I am. And then also when they came out to the track, I was right there where they came out of the track.
Okay.
So I'm literally seeing people high-fiving and just it was great. And getting to meet Sydney and
that part.
Leah Muhammad and I think Mo and Nia Ali and just there was just so many people I just got to meet and I'm like, oh my God, these are real people. I am touching these people. I am talking to these people. Like,
what was your favorite event that you saw that day?
The steeplechase.
Word. Okay.
The steeplechase. And that's I'll be like, the damn steeplechase. Why? Right. The only reason being is because homie was in third place. He fell in like the second to the last lap and got all the way in last pace. Came back and won the whole thing with a lap and a half to go.
Replay. I didn't watch the steeplechase. Now I'm gonna have to go back and watch. I watched pretty much everything else on YouTube, but that one. Okay.
Yo, it was a story. It was a story.
And I'm sure the crowd was like amped up about
we were all up. We were all up. Like everybody and their mama was like, yeah. Didn't even know the white boy name, but we were just up there rooting for this man. Like everybody in the crowd was rooting for him. And one of the cool things too about the track meet, like everyone had their favorites, but at the end of the day, everyone just wanted a good race. And you can tell everyone was rooting for everyone. They just wanted the fastest, runner. They wanted to see world records or meet records or, competitive races. So it was really dope. It was really, really dope.
Did you see our boo Devin Allen? Was he there that day?
He wasn't there. He wasn't there.
He
wasn't there.
He pulled out. He pulled out.
He pulled out. Yeah, he pulled out. I think he pulled out Thursday, so I didn't get to see him because I was checking. I was checking because I was right there by the 400 meter, hurdles, and Rye Benjamin.
Yeah,
that 8.
I believe it.
And when I tell you, I'm telling you, look, I honestly think the man barely gave it anything. And still smoked the conversation.
He ain't had that much competition.
he didn't. He didn't.
Like his competition, like the what's his face from is it Sweden or whatever? No.
Oh yeah. No, Ireland. No, Iceland. Norway. It's Norway.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's something Warhol or something like that. Yeah. He can run.
Where his hair be like perfect. I'm like, he put a lot of gel in his hair for that shit to stay there. But
he can run. Mm-hmm. And also, there's this new little thick boo that you might have to look into. His name's CJ Allen. He got a nice little beard on him. Short, stocky little king. I was like,
what event?
He got some legs. And the hurdles, the 400 meter hurdles. He qualified. He took second place. Mm-hmm. I was like,
CJ Allen hurdles. Let's see here. Bloop, 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 bloop.
I said, come on, legs. And then spandex, it looked good. I didn't get to see the face, but the body was bodying. I know that much.
I didn't realize that because I was looking for Michael Norman and I was like, where's he at the 400? And I did not realize he's trying to do the 100, 200 now. I'm like, girl, he didn't qualify for either.
Girl.
Okay.
Girl. I ain't gonna lie. The 200 was stacked on both sides.
Stacked.
It's stacked. I was
That's the most stacked event in the world right now to me.
100% agree.
And like you said, on the women's and the men's side, like it's insanity.
Watching those finals, I just sat there, and as they were going through the lineup, I was like, clapping. Yeah, I want them to make it. Next, oh wait, I want them to make it.
Right?
All of a sudden, I was like, damn, there are 5 people that can easily make this 200, and only 3 can go.
Okay, CJ Allen, I'm looking him up. Okay, he a little thick.
Yeah, right.
Okay, he might be able to get it. He might be able to. But yeah, so like I mean, for like a Fred Curley to not even make the 200, or I think he might have had a bye in the 100 because he's a world champ. So
yeah, I think he had a bye in the 100.
So, but not to make the 200, that shows you just how stacked that is to get like 4th, because that young gun, that 19-year-old Arian Knighton. I can't wait to see him and Noah race again, because Noah is running right now. By the way,
he is.
Noah is running
when he got his mind up here together, though, because his mental game ain't there. It ain't there. When he's mentally off, he is all the way off. All the way off.
When he on, like, dude is running, and I think he likes that little pressure of someone might be coming on his heels a little bit, and he likes to prove that point. And so with Arian Knighton, like right there, the next 2 years, because again, like we said this like 2 years ago when the Olympics were going on, we're literally about to have Olympics, World Championship, Olympics,
literally.
So it's insane right now. So they're like all in peak shape for years at this point. Like, so I feel like a lot of records that we thought might not be challenged are going to be challenged either this year or next year. Like,
I 100% see it. Let me tell you, I told Fizz when I was driving back from there, I said, I'm going to be in Paris next year. Period.
I already put my name on the little sign up wait list and been trying to get tickets.
Let me tell you, I'm gonna try to figure out. I know somebody at USA Track and Field that's gonna be able to get some tickets. Because I already got free tickets for women's volleyball, and I got free tickets for women's gymnastics. So now all I need is my track and field tickets, and I'm there for 4 weeks. I'm there for the whole time,
the whole summer.
Because look,
like is Relle? He was at opening and closing ceremony.
Wait, he's in the ceremony?
Right? Like, how's she a flag bearer?
Right.
Is that Auntie Henny?
She did what? Let me tell you, I'm never skipping a championships ever again. That's going to be my annual thing every year, is to go to championships.
I think that's a great venue to watch it at too.
And it's just for track. It's just for track and field. It's meant just for the sport. And I meant to say this earlier too. By the finish line is where like the family and friends typically sat. So I don't know nobody running, but I'm sitting next to the wives of people who are like in the semis or qualified. I'm sitting to the grandma of some of the young people that were running, some of the cousins and stuff.
See, this is how we become play cousins. This is how we become cousins.
So not us, doing black people doing like, ooh, I'd be tired. Ooh, how they doing this 1,500 meter? Oh, it couldn't be me. Just chit chatting and people like trying to take photos. Oh, can I grab your nachos? Please hold my nachos real quick while I get this video. We were just like, oh, who's your husband? Okay, boom, say less. Let's go. We were just all rooting. And then we were like, see you tomorrow? Same time tomorrow? Right. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
I'll save you a spot.
That's where it's at. That's where it's at. So I'll be doing it every single year. It was so dope. So dope.
Yeah, I had to catch a lot of the championship because I was in Fort Lauderdale or Wilt Manors or whatever for Flock Fest again this year. And the voice is finally starting to come back. Woo! You should have heard me yesterday. It was a wrap. Like, it hurt to talk.
Well, girl, last year you were like, wait, you were still bad this time last year.
Yeah.
Even when we recorded, you were like,
I ain't saying much. I feel like this year's was even worse. Like, it hurt more this year. Like, I was like, dear Jesus, this is ridiculous. Like, and it was already going Friday, and I hadn't even like started singing or anything. I think my body just said, "Bitch, nope, shut down already. Shut that shit down."
My body said, "We ain't ready."
Right, seriously. But so I had to catch a lot of the championship on YouTube. Like I would even watch it like late at night when we were getting back from the bar, or like early in the morning, like trying to watch that and Wimbledon on TV. But yeah, another Flock Fest was dope. It was just hot. It was just too hot. It's just hot everywhere in the country right now. Like Philly is just disgusting. Like
the planet's hottest 3 days of record back to back, beating the record.
I believe it. It's too much. It's too much. We okay, climate change. We need to do something. Okay, you already showing your ass, and this is the early stages of it. Okay, hold on. We need to do something, y'all.
It's just July.
Like we need to do something because it was just so hot down there. And then like getting back here, I was like, okay, at least back to Philly might be cool off. And I got off that plane, and I was like, I was like, why is it just as hot here? I was like, I can't escape it. But but yeah,
the weather ain't. We ain't been getting that smoke here. Let me tell you, it'll be like 56, 62 degrees in the morning. And then by the time you get off work, it's 82 degrees.
Oh, wow. So you know how to dress.
Man. How to dress. Just peeling off layers. Yeah. I go to work literally with a hoodie on, a t-shirt, and a long sleeve. And then by the time I leave, I just have the t-shirt and the jeans on. She giving a reveal at work, okay?
Right.
Look, that lunchtime rule reveal, girl.
Reveal yourself.
Like, is that a new outfit?
Yes. It's called Naked. Yeah, no, it's been in the 90s for the last like 2 weeks here. So it's just like, and then like the humidity's been high. Luckily, the humidity the last few days has kind of gone down a little bit. But yeah. But no, Flock Fest was dope. And then actually, I'm sure we'll talk about it next week, but I'll be in San Diego for San Diego Pride with all the San Diego crew. So if Community, it'll be too late though. Never mind. If you saw me, you saw me. If you didn't, see me next time.
If you saw me, no, you didn't.
That part. Keep your mouth shut. It's like, no, you did not. But one thing that's been blowing up over the last week, and pretty much like right after we recorded last week, was that KeKe Palmer stuff.
Man.
Like, because let's even back it up. So if y'all have been under a rock, I don't know if y'all follow KeKe like we follow KeKe. That's another one that we think is just our cousin. And,
for real.
And so she went to the Ursher the Ursher concert, and she was looking fire. She had like this like little like almost like corset. It almost looked like the old school Playboy bunny black outfit underneath like this sheer cover thing,
like bodysuit almost. Yes. Yeah.
Had the hair just laid. That weave or that wig was fire. And so it looked like she was like on a girls' trip to Vegas to see Usher. And of course, like the celebrities get up there. Like if Usher knows you're in the crowd, he'll come and serenade you and get you to sing and get on stage and all that stuff. And so that's what she did. And her body was bodying and everything. But baby daddy was in his feelings. And so I'm going to take to these interwebs. And he took to Twitter. We don't do Twitter no more. We're on Threads. So, you was a little late on that. So that's one strike already. Why didn't you hop on Threads from the get-go? Then B got on there saying something like that you a mother, like pretty much insinuating, I can't remember verbatim what he said, like something you're a mother, there should be like morals or standards or something like that to what you're wearing or something like that. It was like, there was this conversation. People were like, wait, hold on, what you saying? And people were starting to go back at him, like chirping, like, hold on, like, how you going to be going, at KeKe on the interwebs? Like, if you really that pressed,
say something to her in privacy at home. Like,
right. And then B, like, is it that deep? How are you going to try to tell her what to wear and not wear and what's too revealing and not revealing, all because she's a mother? And so it's this whole dialogue that I think has really been in the ether since probably the beginning of time, of men trying to dictate women and their bodies and what they wear and things like that. So I was curious, like, obviously I can't relate maybe to that female-male dynamic, but we know like in even like the gay community, like going maybe to like a circuit party or going out to Pride and things like that, and people be wearing a lot and some be wearing nothing. Would you be in your feelings if Fizz was just like out there like a jock strap or something like that? And would you A, be in your feelings, and then B, you be calling them out on the interwebs like that?
I mean, the truth is, like, Fizz and I have had conversations because Fizz is way more conservative than I am. And so there used to be a point where there was times where he didn't like certain type of things that I would wear and stuff like that as well too. Like the idea of me being in the jockstrap in public or in a thong, wearing a thong underneath my clothes and not taking my clothes off was still a thing. I'm like, girl, the clothes are still on. I just got it underneath, right? What used to be a thing, and it took some time on his end to understand that, okay, I have to pull back and stop trying to police someone else's, what they're wearing. Because at the end of the day, it's more about what the person is doing while they're wearing what they're wearing, right? A little bit more about that. And so I don't care at the end of the day, personally, for me. But with this situation, it's just funny because KeKe, since the baby, has been making the rounds about how she's been in love with her body. Yes. Right? Even before the baby came, when she was talking about being pregnant, has cleared up her acne. Right? Like she's been saying from jump just how being a mother has transformed her body, and she's been falling in love with her body. Right? And so him having an issue just shows that he's not really caring about how she's feeling or her being in her own skin. This is all about him and his inability to see her body the way she sees it.
And his insecurities.
And that's what matters the most. Yeah, and his insecurities. So I love that the internet has came up to bat for KeKe and dragged him. And I'm sure KeKe she just said, baby, I'm not going to argue. Just go search the interweb. They're going to say everything I need to say.
He had to delete his Twitter. He had to delete his social medias.
Oh, and then and Twitter, we come for you when you come after ours. So when they said, and this the same Negro who was tweeting back then and saying that what's his name who got pulled over by the police, if he just followed instructions, he wouldn't have been shot and murdered. I don't know if you pay attention and do what you're supposed. Girl, they went in the archives and said, so while you at it, we're gonna check you even more. Actually, don't have a seat. We're gonna bury you. Okay.
Here's the thing, though. Like, I hope us as a Black community hold that smoke for all the people in our family that be doing the same thing, though. We quick to say some shit on the interwebs and stick up for people, but don't do that same shit in our day to day. So when your baby mama go to the clubs in her little Barbie outfit, we don't want to hear nothing about you throwing a tantrum in a fit and you was out here be about to pull the receipts on your ass too, because it's a lesson for everyone to stop just trying to regulate other people. If you're that pressed, there's proper ways to let that person know that you feel in a kind of way. But if they still continue to want to dress that way for themselves because they feel sexy and they feel in their bodies, you still can't be upset. It ain't about you. No. And it's not about trying to say I'm dressing for other people and this and that. And even if you get the attention, so be it. Her body was fired. And she's like, what, 32 if that?
Bitch, it's called an eye exam, bitch. I'm just making sure the motherfuckers can see.
Seriously.
They can see all this body, bitch.
To me, the second I saw it, I was like, oh, he's got some insecurities he's still got to deal with. And we've all been there. We've all done some shit that you look at, you're like, oh, that was just straight up insecure. That was what that was. And even for me, same with you, Corey's way more conservative in that regard, in clothing and things like that, than I am. I'll bust a Speedo, a jockstrap, all the above in a heartbeat and not even think twice about it, because there was points where I was not comfortable doing so. And that's the part that so many people fucking miss. They think you want to do it for the attention and all this. Yes, there might be attention that comes along with it. You might be thirst trapping. It is what it is. But guess what? I'm mainly thirst trapping for myself because there were so many times that I couldn't do it. I could not do it.
Who doesn't like a compliment? Who doesn't like someone be like, bitch, you look good, or bitch, you ate that, or I love that outfit. Where you get it from, right? Like that shit feels good. And so when you find something that you want to wear and you want to wear to kind of give you that
sexiness and that.
It's
like you see it like I said. You see it
like Beyonce that said, comfortable in my skin,
honey,
cozy with who I am, bitch. Like that's a real line, because we all have those insecurities or those moments sometimes where we don't feel that way. So when we do feel that way,
bitch, I'm a
enjoy it, girl.
Seriously. Especially like, I mean, we've all fluctuated in weights and things like that. So even to just be like, you're going to get the body that you get today, and I'm still going to wear whatever I feel comfortable wearing that in that moment in time. And you ain't going to tell me shit either. Yes, we can have a conversation because I owe it to you to have that conversation because we're together. You're my husband, you're my partner, whatever it is. I definitely want to hear what you want to say, but the communication better be right. The way you come at it better be right. Because if you in your feelings and trying to make me feel like I'm doing something wrong or I should be more in my feelings about it, nope, come back another day, another time.
Did you see how the internet said, like a couple days later after that, Winnie Harlow was at the concert and she jumped in her man lap when Usher came around, was like, no, don't want it.
Not today.
No,
I didn't even want to come to this concert. I just stumbled in here. Didn't even know this man was in here.
Like, who? Usher, baby. RAYMOND. I don't know what that spell.
I don't know who. I can't spell. Hooked on Finance did not work for me.
Can I buy a vowel? A U?
That's the other thing. At the end of the day, it's Usher. Like, everyone knows it's just Usher exudes that sex appeal. You go there to go with your girls. You go there for the sexiness. And that's the night you wanted to pick something. And the night that you know is going to be all over the interwebs. Like, everybody was talking about KeKe on that thing. And that's what you wanted to do. Come on now, Playboy. So hopefully, I'm sure they're figuring it out. I'm sure they're working it out. But it sucks for them in a public setting now that this is probably like another layer that's on top of it too that just is agitating the situation, you know?
Let me tell you, Usher been in the news this year and he just been like, I'm just singing minding my business. And people just got... What am I doing? I'm just here to make this money.
He's sounding good still. I need to go see it. I want to see this shit.
I want to go see it.
It's sounding good.
Who was it? Someone from the community was just there for their birthday. I can't remember who it was. I was messing with them on Instagram, but they were just there for their birthday and sent a couple of videos. I'm like, oh, the mic was on.
The mic is on. Like, people be sleeping on Usher.
People
forget Usher was like it. Usher at one point was the biggest thing on earth.
Situations will arise. And
then you gotta get those roller shoes on. And then get up. Ooh. And let's party. I mean, come on now. That's a top 5 song.
It really is.
Top 5 Usher song. Let that shit come on now. It still feel good,
girl. And what was that? 8701. That was 8701, right?
It was 87.
Because that was like,
damn, 22
you remind
years
me
ago.
of the one that I once knew. See your face whenever I get close to you.
Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis,
bitch.
Yes,
I forgot that.
8701,
bitch.
22 years ago.
Damn, that's wild.
That's insane. It came out on 8701, and he said it was because he had started in 1987, and at that point it was 01 or whatever. So he was celebrating whatever, how many years that was, 14 years.
I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea why it was called 8701. I thought it was his old address or something.
Yep, came out on August 7, 2001. And then also was from like 87, like 1987 is when I guess he started singing or something like that to that point in time. Yeah.
I still rent free the dance break with him dancing in the rain. It's still in my mind. Yeah, and he did the handstand with the legs.
Yes, come on, Usher. And I still think he do it in the show. He still does that handstand in the show.
Oh,
does a little Usher.
He's taking his one-a-day men vitamins because ain't no way.
Them shoulders gonna be lasting them years 87 to 23.
The power of the Flintstone vitamins. Because honey,
Flintstone kids. Yes. Usher strong and growing.
Stop.
Because them shoulders and that body's still bodying.
Look, and he roller skating.
Honey. Yeah, no, people forget how big Usher was. I don't know how, well, I do know how he fell off. He got married, you know, and girls don't like their superstars getting married and shit. So that was like the beginning of the decline. But no, Usher's still up there, the upper echelon. Like
by the time this comes,
be my favorite. Let me think before I say this statement. He's in my probably top 3 or 5 favorite male singers of all time.
Yeah, I really enjoy him a lot. I do.
Because I got to put Luther in there. I got to put Stevie in there. Got to put Marvin in there. Okay, I got to rethink of that statement, but he up there.
He in the club.
He in the club.
He on the list.
He there, stealing your girl.
He there. Girl, speaking of artists.
Uh-oh.
Britney Spears. Who ordered this? Who ordered this?
She said, "Sir, Mr. Sir." You know, like, it's funny because, like, if y'all would have seen our text thread, Dewan and Jarrell were going in on poor Britney Spears. I actually had a sad moment for her. I felt bad that, like, that she's that non-recognizable now that she gonna get slapped like that. Like you couldn't imagine if that was Mariah Carey or Beyonce or something, like saying, "Hey, sir." Like they would instantly be like, "Oh shit, no, that's Beyonce. I can't slap that girl." Like,
right.
That they didn't probably really recognize that it was Britney Spears. Like, that's what went through my mind. And I was like, dang. And we already know she got the mental health issue, so this ain't gonna help none.
It's the way she ran up on him, though. Sir,
can I have some more, sir?
Sir. Right.
Where's SNL when you need it?
Girl, for real.
Where is SNL when you need it?
I feel bad because, first of all, I don't want nobody to get hit. Okay,
no, right.
I don't want nobody to get smacked. But the way that all unfolded that video, that wasn't Britney Spears. That was a regular woman in that moment.
That was a groupie, right?
She had zero celebrity status in this video. And that's what made me feel bad, because I was like, damn, you fall off where like you are that unrecognizable. Or the fact that like your people don't know when other people are in town, right? Because that's kind of how celebrities work, right?
Yeah.
When like, people know when other people are around, exactly. Cool, can I come to your show? Are you going to be at this place for dinner? Like, can I arrange something? Something along those lines. She had to introduce herself to somebody like a regular person.
Damn, that will humble you real quick. Sit down. Be humble.
You know what it reminded me of? That old show called Celebrity Deathmatch, where Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera was going against each other. And the way she got smacked, I instantly...
But did the internet put that together? The internet need to put that together.
Ma'am, because...
The internet need to put that together. We need, you know what? We might put that on Minority Report. We might need to make them slice that shit together.
Because, honey...
But you know what? Shout out to Britney for even knowing who that man was. Because I'm surprised she even knew who that man was.
Now, she just saw a tall man she knew was a celebrity.
Maybe.
Because everybody that's coming to the fence for Britney Spears don't even know that man either. Right. And that's the thing that gets me. That's the thing that get me. Don't be talking about it's Britney Spears when you don't even know who the other celebrity is that's involved in the situation.
Yeah.
So don't be sitting there and be like, well, he should know who she is. Bitch, y'all don't even know who he is.
Y'all didn't even know. Right.
So shut that shit all the way down. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. It's simply just the fact that she was unrecognizable and she don't have the celebrity status that she used to.
Damn. So for y'all that be mad that you don't get in the club, be like, you don't know who I am.
Britney Spears outside the line with you.
It is what it is. It happens to the I won't say the best of us, but it happens to us. Okay. Well,
she says she wants to be part of the people. She part of the people. She free.
It's Britney, bitch.
It's who, bitch? That's security. Security said, spell it. Is it with an I or with a Y? Because I don't know you.
Oh my God. Oh,
and then it comes out this week that somehow she coming out with a new song this month.
Is she?
And the biography is supposed to be coming out this fall. Girl, that's the so that's why I said, who ordered this? Who ordered this?
Yeah, this seemed a little staged now. This seemed a little staged. Damn, are you going to be checking for a new Britney song? I'm just asking.
Is Madonna Face going to come back?
Damn. Madonna, I need my money back because you don't cancel this tour that we were supposed to go see. I don't know what.
Oh, did she end up canceling it?
Yeah, she put out a statement the other day that she's like obviously out of the ICU, but like she just needs to rest up and she's going to start the tour in Europe in October now instead of here in August in North America, which is fine. I mean, definitely get your health. I get it 1000%, but we'll see. We'll see when she finally come back here. And now I gotta go cancel the hotel room. Had all the Amtrak train tickets to go to Madison Square all booked, so I need to go.
Damn.
It's a whole thing, but get your health. I will say definitely get your health. So
absolutely. But again, to the community, whenever you buy these tickets, make sure you get your insurance. Make sure you are able to get refunds on things because you know people dropping out left and right.
Shut up. I'm so done with you. With that said, do you have a song of the summer yet?
I really don't have a song of the summer yet.
I feel like songs of the summer almost anymore are like very segmented. Like,
yeah,
because everything's like almost like decentralized. Like you could have like a TikTok song, you could have a radio song, you could have a social media song. Like I feel like there's almost these different lanes, and then I feel like there's definitely like almost like there's like the gay anthem, but then there's like the black anthem, and then there's like maybe the pop world anthem, and so anything anymore, you're not gonna just get like a Macarena anymore. It feels like
1000%. I don't really have a song of the summer. I'm really enjoying Janelle Monáe's album. I like whenever I just want to have like a summer vibe, and I just want to. You know, just kick it, relax. Like I'm by the beach having a drink and I'm just enjoying the moment. I like to put that on. That's kind of been my summer vibe this year. It's just honestly like relaxation.
Oh, that's gonna sound good in Jamaica.
Yeah, right. So it's not about for me the turn up this summer. It's all about just, you know, refreshing or recharging the batteries. Because summer only lasts 2 months here. So and it's gray all the time.
Yeah.
But also I'm liking On My Mama by Victoria Monet. I can't wait.
I'm glad that it seems like she's starting to pick up a little more steam.
She had her steam, but she had a baby.
Her a little. Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, like when she was when Jaguar came out, like people were like, "Oh, who is this girl?" And then she was like, "Yeah, I got
right.
I got." So so it's been cool to see her come back. My only concern is that she's almost picking up right where she left off with Jaguar.
It's not an elevation of it.
Yeah, so I'm like, please don't evolution. Yeah, so please just don't be a one note. I want to see an evolution. I want to see some different sides to who you are. So I'm curious because I think Jaguar 2 comes out at the end of this month because her tour is this fall.
Right.
So by the time this comes out, I would have bought tickets for her as well too. So because she's one of the few girls that
she gave all them hits to Ariana. Well, maybe not mad because her bank account was dope, but she's like, damn, these would have been the songs I would have sang, and I gave them to Ariana.
But to be fair though, she don't have that register
show
that Ari does, and Ari's registered bodied some of those songs. Yeah,
Ari's registered bodies a lot of songs, a lot of people.
That part, girl.
I always stick up for Ariana. People are like, "Oh, that little white girl." I'm like, "No, this little white girl singing her face off, like
singing
her face off,
girl."
Like, yes, there's other people we could just call that little white girl, Britney. Ariana. No. Not gonna do that over there. Not gonna do that.
And I don't even know where it comes from. Like it's like you see her, and like I've seen her live, and again, one of my favorite things to do is to see artists that I enjoy their album, I enjoy their vocals on their albums, and then to see them live, and they doing it. I'm like,
and exceeding it.
Yes, when you can see like, okay. Because sometimes when you hear a song, you can tell what studio, right? Like, okay, this is part of the production. Like, this is produced, the background vocals, etc. Like, you can see where some people, their voices are stretched.
Yeah.
Demi Lovato is a good example. Like, she can sing, but you can hear on her track some of it. I'm like, okay, that ain't you, girl.
Yeah. Or she had to do it a few times to get that one perfect moment, which is fine. Everybody does.
Absolutely. But to be able to call it up whenever you want to, baby.
That's a different skill set. Yeah, Ari be singing. That bitch be throwing. Her and Kelly. Those are, I would say, we almost need to have like a Rushmore of current white girls. Because I almost said like of history, but no, you got to throw Tina Marie in that, but that's like a different generation.
Yeah.
But you almost got to get that like that Ari, that JoJo, that Kelly Clarkson.
And I think Tori Kelly would be my other one.
Oh, and Tori, bitch, yeah.
And Tori Kelly,
yup,
bitch.
That's it. You don't need nobody else.
So don't. That's it. Else. That's the roster.
They singing bitches end. Out.
Girl.
But who is my song of the summer? You know what? I'm going to admit it. Y'all going to hear it first on the podcast. I actually did a review of it, but I just didn't feel like editing it. So it's out in the vault, like the Disney vault. The second I saw the clip of Padam Padam, I knew it was going to be the gay anthem. Knew it. Like there's just certain
you got God, girl. You got
chord
God.
Structures. Even before I knew it was Kylie, like I was scrolling one day and I was like, "Ooh, what's that? What's that?" I was like, "That's about to be a bop." And I was like, "Oh, Kylie Minogue. Oh, okay, she about to come over." It's like, "Oh shit, that's about to be the song of the summer," and it's turning into like the gay song of the summer for a lot of white people. I get it, but for me, I think it's a perfect pop song. I genuinely do, because it's camp enough. You don't have to be the best singer to sing along with it. Mm-hmm. It's short enough. You could do a little dance moment to it, and it feels like summer. It has all the fucking elements to it. And so I was like, if I were to produce that, I would have been happy as shit. Be like, got it. Got it. Got me one. At 57 at that, so I'm not even mad at her.
I will say this. It's dope that at 57, and someone who's been in the game for decades, right? Like to still be creating a hit. Right.
Yeah.
And if you were a producer, someone involved in making that hit, kudos to you too.
Yeah.
It just ain't for me. I can't go anywhere without hearing that damn song. I'm tired.
And it gets stuck in your head. It's not perfect. It was literally. I was on the couch when I first heard it before they released it, and I go to Corey. I was like, "Uh-oh." I was like, "This is the song in summer." He's like you literally just scroll past it. I was like, I can tell you. It's just something about Sonics that you're like, oh, they set this up perfectly. And then it's just the gay community, like, and the white gays are going to eat it up and everything like that. And I never really checked for Kylie like that. But her last album was fire. Her last album
actually,
was
I didn't.
Good.
Was it like disco something?
It was disco right before Duo did the disco.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good album. So I was like, okay, Kylie.
I mean, I'm not a Kylie hater. I just don't listen to her like that.
Yeah.
But everyone that I know that listened to her, they really like that disco album. Fizz actually had that on repeat. He was like, this is my album. I love it.
Do you believe in magic? Do you that? I was like, that's just like, she's just good at just a good ditty bop of a song.
Yeah.
She's not gonna out sing nobody. She ain't gonna be on nobody's Rushmore of at least singers. Mm-hmm.
She do create the rest of the world that make you feel good.
She does. Like, and like, I mean, even just over time, she always has these little moments where you're like, okay, I'm not mad at this song, you know?
Yeah.
And the rest of the world be checking for her. Like, the rest of the world be loving them some damn, like, she's like the Madonna or the Beyonce of like the world. It's weird how the US still hasn't really quite like embraced her after 40 years. But you go outside the US, Kylie's like the number one pop star. It's bizarre. It's wild.
Well, good for her. I mean, I'm glad that's your song of the summer.
Well, it's one of them. None of us margarita song. We got one
margarita. I'm gonna give me two margaritas. I'm gonna put it in my pussy.
That's my black
margaritas. I'm gonna put it in my pussy. That literally. Expect Auntie Henny to be making a video of that, and that's going to be on the podcast. We're going to put it on the page.
And coochie pink, booty hole brown. I like that one too. It's so fucking ratchet. I'm so done. But every time I come on, I be listening. And it's not good. She's like the Silk the Shocker of the women's rap game. Whatever. I don't even know her damn name. But then you get Nicki on it. I was like, damn, it must have been good enough to get Nicki on it. Shit. Oh, and I kind of like that Lotto and Cardi song too.
I do kind of like the Lotto. The only thing about it is that it just feels like we've heard it before.
Oh, we have.
But it still has that beat that makes you go like, fuck yeah.
Like,
right. Yeah, like the shoulders get going.
Breaking out the place. What'd she say? Breaking out the place. I'm what's she? Oh, hold on. Breaking out the place. I've been like acting brand new or something like that. Baby, out the place. I've been, and everybody got the little plastic bag on their face on social media.
Oh yeah, the brother plastic bag.
I'm like, that's how you do it. So I would say those are probably the ones that I at least I enjoy and I seemingly have heard outside of my own speakers.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know. So, Community, if there's songs that you say are the songs of the summer so far, let us know. What did we miss? What are you bumping? Uh, yeah, I don't
I
know.
really want to ask you right now. I know we're gonna
Yeah,
talk about it next week. I just want you to tell me, how excited are you for tomorrow?
it's so interesting. I thought I'd be more excited. I think I've put it so far back in my mind, so I wouldn't like like just be like longing for this date that it just hit me literally probably midday at work because there's the office assistant. She's in her like early 20s, black girl here in Philly. And she's been so excited, like, because it's her first time to go see Beyonce and everything like that. So I've been trying to curb it because she'd be getting me hyped every time we talk. She's like, "What you wear?" And honestly, I don't even think I'm going to be wearing anything else. Like, this whole time I was like, I'm going to have this elaborate thing. I was like, nope, this summer is too fucking hot. I literally might be like shirtless and some shorts at this point because it's just too hot. But it's been only till today that I've allowed myself to start like, oh, okay, tomorrow's the day, because
Girl.
I would have been going crazy. And like I've been diligent about not watching too many videos. If it pops up, I try to scroll. I've seen obviously
Still, oh,
and
come
shit
on,
like
come
that.
on, self
No,
control.
I don't know the play. I don't know the set list. Obviously, I've heard certain songs. I don't know the set list. I've been diligent about that regard because I want to still, here we almost 2 months later, feel like that little kid in that moment again. So,
It's been so transformative that I am still watching reels. Like,
oh,
I'm watching
exactly.
everybody's videos at this point.
And I
Every time,
honestly might
every
not even
stop,
record that much because I know there's so
don't.
much out there. Like, I think
Honestly,
I might obviously take the 1 or 2 videos, just have it on my personal phone, but there's so much out there that I could just come home and watch YouTube and everything else to get it again.
the one thing I'm gonna tell you to take a video of, the
Okay.
visuals.
Yeah.
Who know if we're gonna get them, but them visuals,
Yeah.
baby, are
Okay.
everything. Are everything. So let me tell you, bitch, don't be trying to do no bathroom break in between.
Oh, no.
Watch them visuals.
I'm going in
Cause
that whole dehydrated. No, I ain't leaving them. Might put me like the brand I work for is an adult eco brand for my client. I might go in that office, give me an adult diaper.
girl, she gonna be posted.
Because I do not want to leave. Like we're in the lower bowl, seat row 2, and it's literally I'm gonna be like right here is like the middle of the like I
The
guess the
runway.
stem of like the stem, yeah, the runway to the circle. So I'm gonna be able to see that like right there, the big ass stage right there.
You got a good seat. You got a
I
good
can't wait.
seat.
Can't
Because
wait.
honey,
I know, and
let me
I
tell
know,
you,
and I haven't even talked to you and Dewan about this shit in depth at all for like 2 months later. Like I haven't talked to anyone just because I was like, I just, it's so massive. Like it just means too much.
Community, I'm gonna let y'all
Oh
know right now. In 2 weeks, we're gonna have a Renaissance
yes,
review on the
yes,
1 year anniversary of Renaissance, and it's gonna be
yes.
a Beyonce review of the concert.
That's it.
So just
It's
be
the 1 year
prepared.
concert, the
Just be
1 year review
prepared.
of the album.
We
So
ain't
if
giving
you
nothing
got
else
any,
but that.
if you
Because we've
got
been
any
honestly,
tidbits you
y'all,
want us to
holding it
say,
down. We
yeah,
like Carell was saying, we don't be talking much because Carell hasn't been
no,
there. So we have not truly discussed
nope.
this at all. So
I
I
haven't
can't
discussed
wait
it
for
with
you.
anybody
I
either.
can't wait for you. I look, let me tell you. On your way back, I'm gonna be up. I'm gonna be sitting like this. So what'd you think? I'm gonna be texting you,
Right?
bitch. And I'm
I
look,
know.
I'm ready. I'm like, I'm your outlet
Yes.
girl. Let me know. I wanna know. Cause it's
And the
gonna be
community is
everything.
ready too, because like someone just DM tonight. I saw said, "Hey, we coming up to the Philly show. Yo, you gonna be there?" I'm like, "Bitch, you know I'm gonna be there." I know Chino and Zay gonna be there.
Oh,
So I'm like, so
bitch.
community, I'm gonna put out probably out on a story. If you see me, say what up. We live in this renaissance together. I
I
cannot
know
wait.
that's
Cannot
right.
wait. The weather's gonna be perfect tomorrow night. No rain. No chance of rain. Nothing. Um, yeah. So
I'm
it's
literally
only been
about
today that
to
I've allowed myself.
I'm literally debating on dropping a stack just to get them Club Renaissance tickets again for her
In
in Seattle.
Atlanta, I feel like Atlanta still like part of me is like I'll know more after tomorrow of
Well,
how I
no,
want to do
honestly,
this.
I mean, flying anywhere out of Seattle is just
Yeah,
gonna be extra. So if I'm gonna
yeah,
drop a stack on Beyonce tickets,
it's
it's
gonna be
gonna
there.
be here for
Yeah,
Seattle. But the Houston day 2 or day 1 in Houston is where they're actually doing the filming. So the filming for the actual concert is Houston day 1. So, yeah, and that was a little insider that I got from the crew when they did the filming in Paris.
What date is that? Do you know? Jesus.
Yeah, Houston day 1. And if you look at the pricing of those tickets, they are through the roof compared to everyone else because everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, she gonna bring out Megan Thee Stallion.
Baby, baby. You know they're about to clown.
Megan.
You know they're about to clown.
Lord Jesus. Like it's cool to have a diva that you just feel that way. Like it makes life joyful.
Yeah.
You know, like back in the day, people had their Donnas, their Dianas, their Janets. I mean, Janet's still up there for me. Their Patties, their Dion's, their Beyonce's, you know, their SZA's. Like, it's just cool to have the one that you're just like, they make me feel seen and visible and heard. So I love that. Yeah. It's only been today that I've allowed myself to begin thinking about it. Finally.
Yeah. That's good.
So yeah,
girl, tomorrow you ain't gonna have look. You ain't gonna have no voice. I'm gonna tell you this right now. You just said you got it back. You about to lose it right away.
I know. And then I'm not gonna have a voice for like 2 weeks. And like literally the next day, leave for San Diego Pride.
You gonna sound like someone on ASMR.
I'm gonna need one of them.
She gonna be the girls at the bar like this with the message on the phone. Can I get a vodka cranberry?
It's gonna say 1 margarita.
She can't say shit. She's just gonna be like that.
It's so true. It's gonna be so bad, but it's gonna be worth it.
Worth every motherfucking penny. Sweat. I know that's right.
Oh, well, community, you know what? We're going to cut this episode a little short because we got shit to do. We ain't got time to be editing all week. And it's a good episode. And Auntie Dewan, we miss you, boo. And by the way, this week, so we missed it. We should have said it last week, is Non-Binary Awareness Month or week. Shout out to Non-Binary. We see you.
Absolutely.
Like, I know there's still people, and there was an article that we saw of a hairdresser that doesn't want to like the LGBTQIA plus community to her salon out in Traverse City, Michigan. And her post on Facebook was about the pronouns of they and this and that, and we'll call you hey you, and if you're not a male or a female, you're just an animal and things like that. It's like, come on now.
That was the quote that got me. This heifer said, hold on, and I have to say it because she said, if a human identifies as anything other than a man or woman, please seek services at a local groomer. A local pet groomer. You are not welcome to the salon. So, like, should you request to have a particular pronoun used, please note we may simply refer to you as hey you.
And if you see her picture and what her hair looked like and the mannequin hair that she got in her hand, nobody want to go to your funky ass salon, no way.
I'm surprised she got a business because clearly she don't know how to do nobody's hair.
That part.
The mannequin hair looked better than her own hair. I don't trust nobody who got a nappy ass hair. You a hairdresser, but you nappy?
Mm-mm. No. So yes, I'd rather go to the pet groomer. Fuck out of here. So
because the way they have some of these dogs looking, baby, you damn right, bitch.
Honey, literally, that's funny. Our dog just got a haircut. This Philly groomer done slayed the shit out of our dog. Corey and I looked at our dog. We was like, damn, she did a good ass job. It was the best haircut our dog got ever.
Not real, but all right, I guess you cute.
I guess you cute. That's serious. I was like, and it was his birthday, and I was like, okay, I guess I like you for the day. Other days, I want to get rid of this damn dog. I do. That's my truth. Lord knows it. Lord knows it.
He stay pressing your buttons. He stay be working your nerves. And I swear that dog know it. I swear that dog know it too. You know he do.
He knows it. He be giving that side eye like, I'm like, this motherfucking dog. I swear to God. I swear to God. Oh, he be pressing all of our buttons. And everybody be like, oh, your dog's so cute, so cute. He cute until you stay with him 24/7. And then when we have friends that stay for a whole weekend or whatever, then by the end of the weekend, they're like, oh, we get it. We get your dog's a little high strung, a little anxious, a little crazy in the mind. But anyway. And shout out to Naomi Osaka. She had a girl.
Yeah, she had her baby. I'm so happy for her. I'm so happy for her. I think this is going to be transformative for her. Yeah. And I think of players like Svitolina, who took out Iga today, or Iga, she is looking good. She's
happy for her.
The third set, she's sitting there like bouncing around like she in the first set. I said,
that was dope.
Here.
And shout out to Eubanks too.
Yeah, and shout out to
Chris Eubanks.
When they showed his trend a year ago, he was 170 something in the world,
and even now, right before French, he was like 99.
Yeah.
He's like top 30 in the.
Well, I think before the French, he was actually higher because he won that title. He won a title last month, and so it was
a grass tournament, so it was like right after the French he won that. So literally the last 3 months. Yeah. So the last 2-3 months has been incredible. So
and you know what was dope too? He gave a shout out to Naomi and KeKe in his press conference.
Yeah, because KeKe was like in the stand.
And the stands.
Is she still in doubles?
No, she's out. Her and Pagula went out today. Pagula went out both in singles and doubles. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So I love that he. Today, by the way. She really should have, but we know how she be.
Yeah.
But I love that he gave credit to Black women, especially those two, and just being like, those two have been telling me you deserve to be at this stage. You deserve to play at this level. So go for it. Play it. Show it for yourself.
In that sport, like it's crazy. Like to just think you might not be good enough, then you ain't gonna be good enough, and then you start winning a little bit. Bitch, then you just skyrocket. Is so wild in that sport to me. The mental piece of it.
That part, the mental piece of it, because the only person on the court that can help you is yourself.
That's
right.
It.
So you have to have something in the tank to really make you be like, all right, I'm getting across the finish line, and it's gonna be me first. Because it's tough. It's tough, but that really made me happy to hear that. And that's just also one of the cool things of showing up for each other, right?
1000%.
Just the power of just being like, hey, you got this. Those kind words can be a game changer. And look at our guy.
I agree. And so by the time, and shout out to Maddie Keys, we don't know what's going to happen because this will come out after the results, but she's having a nice little 2, 3, 4 weeks here. She won a tournament. Now she's in the quarters now against Sabalenka. So we'll see what happens on that one. So hopefully she wins the tournament, but if not, you did well enough, bitch. So
I want her or Svitolina. That's it. Those are my two.
Yeah, that's it. I agree with that statement. So all right, now community, wash your hands, your legs, and your ass. We had to just throw that in there right quick. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.